This is the story of how a YouTuber turned boxer saved the career of the greatest boxer of all time. Jake Paul, an American YouTuber born in Cleveland, started by posting videos on Vine, through which he had gained 5.3 million followers. After the platform was discontinued by Twitter, he started his YouTube channel, and the rest is history. Mike Tyson, named Iron Mike, is arguably the best boxer of all time. He has an amazing record of 50 wins out of his 58 fights with only 6 losses. Mike Tyson has faced several legal issues throughout his life, with the most well known in 1992 when he was arrested for his non-consensual encounter with Desire Washington. Despite his claims of innocence, he had served 3 years in prison. Mike Tyson also struggled with his financial problems. Mike then transitioned to acting and comedy. According to Mike, all his hard-earned belts are garbage and worthless because as time passes, your priorities change and the well-being of your children becomes your main priorities.
Look at this stuff. This is history here. You're history.
This is garbage. I can say, hey, I bled for garbage.
So this is meaningless.
No, at one time it meant a lot. When you're just a young kid, this is everything to you. But then you realize your priorities change. And you just want your children to be happy and do nice things. And that makes you happy. This is nothing. This is just nothing.
Tyson, being 57 years old, he lacked the fuel to earn his wealth back to the same extent and make his children set once and for all. But Jake Paul, who is an amazing entrepreneur, came up with the idea for Mike to have one last fight, as it would make history and would also satisfy Mike's desires for his children. After a long back and forth of negotiations and months of promotions, and despite Iron Mike being reluctant to take the fight, it was finally scheduled on July 20, 2024, giving Gen Z the privilege to witness the atmosphere which Tyson used to create. However, it was postponed to July 2024, making the fans second guess if it was really going to happen. As time passed and after more months of promotion, marketing and controversy, the day had finally arrived. The fight took place in the AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Texas, and was absolutely full and jam-packed with boxing fans and various celebrities. The fight was streamed live on Netflix with an estimated 65 million people watching it concurrently. The fight was scheduled for 8 rounds, with each round being 2 minutes long, which is shorter than the typical 3 minutes round in professional boxing. In the early rounds, Mike Tyson showed some of his old speed and power in bursts. He landed some good punches and seemed to have the upper hand initially. As the fight progressed, Tyson appeared to tire and his output decreased. Paul started to find his rhythm, using his reach and movement to his advantage. He landed more and more punches as the fight went on. In the later rounds, Paul seemed to be in control. He was able to avoid Tyson's power punches and continued to land his own shots. It was clear that Tyson's age played a factor. He showed flashes of his former self, but he couldn't maintain the same intensity throughout the fight. Jake Paul ended up winning the fight with unanimous decision, but there are no real losers in this fight. The fight had earned hundreds of millions of dollars, with 40 million and 20 million going to Paul's and Mike's purse respectively. This fight is truly a historical moment with some obvious controversy and would be remembered for generations to come.